Hi friends, thank you for watching The Source, God's Answers to Life's Hard Questions. I thank those of you that liked my video and shared the video of my interview with Rabbi Dr. Eliezer Shore. I ask you please to continue to do so, see the light, be the light, and share the light. Today I wanted to talk about the power of prayer. And to be honest, I never really liked to pray. Prayer demands discipline, focus, consistency, and it takes up time. And all those things challenge the free spirit and type A personality that I am. Nonetheless, a couple of years ago, I did bite the bullet, as they say, and I started praying routinely. And it turns out that it is not a bullet, but truly a curative time-release capsule for every soul. Praying is cathartic, and though you may drag your feet into it, you drag them even more out of it when you are about to finish, because you realize your soul is aligned with the source. It is where it's supposed to be. And I find it harder now to stop praying than to start praying. In any case, when I took upon this responsibility to pray every day, I felt, God, now I'm talking to you every day. When are you going to start talking to me? It's a question that has chutzpah, and it's also a useless question. Because the truth is, God is talking to us all the time. And the problem is that we're hard of hearing. We're very soon finished reading the 5 books of Moses. We're in now the book of Deuteronomy. But in Hebrew, that same book is called Devarim, and it is called what it really is, words. And it also means things. Devarim means words and things. Why should we care? Because every single thing that happens to us is a conversation in life with God Almighty. The world was created by God's words, and thus everything that happens to us in our life is the words of God manifested as things. Happenings, incidents, sickness, a trip, a fall, a winning of a lottery. So if we want to change the course of our life, if we want to upend our reality, start talking to God. Start using the tool that He used to create the world in order to change the world. You see, in arrogance and in ignorance, we just want to get our day started, get right to it, and pray when we can, not realizing that our prayers alone can transform the world. In Hebrew, the word for ladder, sulam, and voice, kol, have the same numerical value, indicating a relationship between the two and demonstrating the power of prayer. A ladder and our voice. The voice ascends, and my friends, the sky is the limit. As we saw with Jacob's ladder, the ascending angels bring man's supplications to the celestial throne, and then those same angels hopefully descend laden with heavenly blessings. In our own simple lives, if our voices can activate Alexa, what makes us think for a single second that they can't affect the heavens? All this technology, all the manifestations of things that we have are clues to a deeper reality. God is just waiting to hear from us, as a parent waiting to hear from their children. And our prayer is a service of the heart. We have to put in it intention and meaning and devotion and make time for it and make sacrifices for it. Otherwise, it's like talking to somebody while you're scrolling on your cell phone and surfing the net and answering texts. You know what? When somebody talks to me that way, better don't talk to me. Just give me the respect I deserve for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. You're talking to me now. Put your phone aside. I'm just a person and I feel that way. God is our creator. And he is evermore, of course, deserving of that respect and time and attention. Very symbolic for me, the power of prayer. When I pray during the week, because on Shabbat you can't use a cell phone, but during the week I have a prayer book downloaded onto my cell phone. And there are certain points in the prayer where we have to bow down. When I bow down, as we all have on our phones, the option for the screen to rotate in case you want to watch a movie horizontally, whenever I bow down, the screen completely turns upside down. Now, the first time that happened to me, it just smashed me in the head, spiritually, symbolically, as to how relevant that is. Because prayer can turn our lives around. Maybe we think salvation and rescue is impossible by the means that we're capable of. But for God, nothing is impossible. When we submit to God, get our ego out of the way, anything is possible. You know, it's beautiful to note that in ancient times, when the Jewish people would pray in the courtyard of the temple, they used to gather a few times a year for the festivals. When they would pray in the temple, it was very tight. They were shoulder to shoulder. It was a squeeze. But when the people would bow down, which takes more room. When you're bowing down, you're spread out, it takes more room. There was actually more room for everyone. There was a miraculous expansion of space, teaching us that when we rein in our ego, pray to God with humility, then our lives are not bound by regular constraints, but are carried by miracles. So, my friends, I urge you to continue to pray. Don't put down your Siddur from one Rosh Hashanah to the next, from one Yom Kippur to the next. Make time for God, and He will make time for you. Shabbat Shalom.